Aue uahiti e hokupa'a e. Aue uahiti e. Hele e ka wa'ai ke kai e hokele wana ino e a o he pulu nui e. Aue uahiti e. E lau hoi mai ka wa'a ike ka. Ika hoe, ike ka, e pai atu I ka aina la, e pai mai la I ka aina e. Au e, ua hiti e. No ho ana ke aku ai kana hele hele ia la ia e ke ki ohu e ka ua koko. E he na kino malu I ka lani malu e ho e. E he holu mai ano laka I kona mau kahu. O ma kono, ma kono, ma kono ai. No ho ana ke aku ai kana hele hele ia la ia e ke ki ohu e ka ua koko. E he na kino malu I ka lani malu e ho e. E he holu mai ano laka I kona mau kahu. O ma kono, ma kono, ma kono ai. No ho ana ke aku ai kana hele hele ia la ia e ke ki ohu e ka ua koko. E he na kino malu I ka lani malu e ho e. E he holu mai ano laka I kona mau kahu. O ma kono, ma kono, ma kono ai.
All right. I want to thank Mikilani for that inspiration and prayer. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Thank you for joining us here on the Disclosure Fest Foundation weekly global live stream, which we are kicking off today. Now, I'm excited to begin today's episode, which you'll find streaming not only on YouTube and Facebook, but it's powered by Disclosure Fest Foundation Live and Portal to Ascension. And I want to thank Neil Gower for all of his hard work as well. Now, thank you for gathering today. And we are coming together at such an important time for our planet. We all know this. Right now, we are facing things that we have never, ever experienced before in our lifetime. And just by clicking on this live stream today, you are showing us that you are a light worker. You are saying that you are a light worker. You are saying that you want to help and heal everything that is happening right now to our human family. And I want to be a part of this shift of pure love. And so for that, I want to say thank you to everybody. And that comes from everybody here at our Disclosure Fest community. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about the work of Disclosure Fest. I've been a part of it since the very beginning. Myself and Rita and Fade to Black have supported everything with Disclosure Fest and its foundation. And Disclosure Fest and the foundation it's a multicultural initiative. And it's a community-based nonprofit platform. And it's very important that you go and visit disclosurefest.org and that portal where you can find all of the information that we are discussing right now. And it's without our volunteers and our partners and our sponsors, we would not be able to help our community. And the things that are going on are so exciting. I've got to thank our sponsors, Follow Your Heart, GT's Kombucha, of course, Khalifa Farms, and biomats.com for their incredible support with everything that we do here at Disclosure Fest. And continuing on, this is the deal. Your donations help produce monthly community building events. And we do this all over Los Angeles. And our 6 initiatives that we are running right now include the Feed Your Souls initiative, which has fed meals to over 1,000 houseless and homeless people here in Los Angeles on Skid Row. There's the Clean Air Initiative, which has planted and cared for over 21,000 trees here in our city, 21,000 trees. We have the Every Elder Initiative, which is our newest initiative. And this brings music and movement and healing modalities to the elders living in convalescent homes. Very exciting. And also the Beach and River Cleanup Initiative. We have cleaned up over 20,000 pounds of trash on our beaches here in Southern California. We have the Star Seed Initiative. And this was so exciting for me last year to get involved with, which brings all of our incredible plant-based kitchen stuff and inspiring conscious activities to elementary schools and school programs around Los Angeles. You probably already know about DisclosureFest. And DisclosureFest is our annual one-day event that we have in downtown Los Angeles at the historic Los Angeles Park, right next to Chinatown. It's beautiful and it's very big. But it takes place on summer solstice each year here in Los Angeles. And this year, your donations, again, directly fund all of our initiatives and, of course, DisclosureFest, which happens in downtown Los Angeles. Please donate by going to our website, DisclosureFest.org. And we wanted to also comfort you in letting you know that we have been keeping an eye on the events right now, not only in the United States, but it is affecting every single person, every country on this planet. We have been in touch with city leaders and state leaders here. And right now, they are saying that we do not need to cancel our event on June 20th, 2020 here in downtown Los Angeles. So right now, the event is still taking place. So let's all do our part. Let's intend and hold this space together right here on this live stream each week when we meet right here, especially at a time like now. It's more important than ever. And I speak about this every night on the show. We are coming together as a planet. Let's keep this unity consciousness going. Let's keep our foot on the gas. But in the meantime, we're excited to present to all of you this weekly global mass meditation live stream. And it features sound baths, ceremonies, music performances, yoga. We're going to have exciting speakers here every single week. And it's something that we want to do for all of you who are part of our community. The first part of each live stream will bring you a meditation like we just did, and it will be followed up by a performance or a workshop. And now I would like to bring on Michelle Anderson, who's going to take things from here. And I'm, of course, going to be here with you each week on this live stream as a host, but the co-host is Michelle Anderson. Michelle, how are you?
Jimmy, I'm holding down the fort here, you know, doing the best that we can and really trying to stay in the place of peace and calm and trying to keep the collective at a calm place. It seems like you're doing a lot of that too.
Well, what is exciting for me is that our community has been talking about consciousness and awakening and a oneness on this planet for so long. And the mass meditations that you and I have done each year, along with Adrian over at DisclosureFest. And it's amazing to see, you know, 5, 10, 15,000 people come together and raise the vibration of this planet. But we've been talking about this for a very long time. And over the last month, where we have seen this planet just appear to have the chance to come unglued, the exact opposite has happened, Michelle. The oneness, the kindness, the speaking to people, going out in public with all of this social distancing is causing people to talk to each other, to be kind, to go out and help one another. And for once, we have an opportunity through all of this distress and crisis to elevate. And I see it happening, don't you?
I do. I see a lot of compassion and a lot of people coming together. I saw Michael Franti do his world tour from home. Many musicians are doing that. And he said, this is not social distancing. We are actually creating more unity through community through our social platforms. What we're doing is just being cautious and heeding, you know, the directions that are coming to us, and staying in our homes and staying healthy and washing our hands. But more importantly, we're coming together and uniting to be that force field of light. I want to take a minute, Jimmy, and say thank you to Kumu Mikilani Young, who she is a Hawaiian Kumu who's been praying and chanting online live on Facebook for over 500 days for the sacred mountain in Hawaii, Mauna Kea, and all sacred places on earth. And she's going to come back and join me after I do a meditation. Jimmy, you haven't been on our dolphin boat yet, but what I do, Eric and I host Awakening Code Radio, which we're on Tuesday nights as well. And we're out of Laguna Beach. So what we do is we take people out on a private chartered catamaran and bring people together to create a force field of good, of light, of lightheartedness and joy, which when the dolphins and the whales come, they put us in that place of joy and harmony and unity, pod-like mentality. And they really bring that peace. And when we're on the water, pretty much everyone knows a body of water is a conductor of energy. So what we feel we're doing is we're on the water, recalling those original keys and codes to peace on earth that are stored within the water. And then we're also acting like the dolphins, being in our dolphin-like joy and bringing that essence through, and not keeping it to ourselves, but sharing it with all life. And so we have been doing that as well. And we feel that this reset that's happening right now is causing a lot of us to realize how important it is to gather in groups with the same focus and intention for creating peace and harmony on earth. And I thank you so much, Jimmy, for what you're doing to bring awareness to what's happening around the world with your playfulness. I love all the stuff that you do with music, and you have incredible guests on. And I think all of us are really trying to come together at this time. It's almost like this was our assignment when we came to Earth. And that's really what we feel is happening. I want to let everyone know that Mikilani is going to come back with us and do some more talking about what she's been doing after our meditation. And Jimmy, you and I are going to host this thing. It looks, 6 weeks. We're really trying to bring through this new renaissance with the artists and the yoga and the meditation and the speakers and performers, so that we keep the collective in a place of peace and harmony and vibrating at that place, so that we don't let fear become the virus. We let love lead. And that's our intention, is to do that through these live streams every Tuesday, every Wednesday, 2 to 4 p.m. Jimmy, I see the list. You have some dates where you'll be hosting, and I have some dates where I'll be hosting.
Well, thank you for that, Michelle. And I do want to welcome everybody to our first, the premiere of the DisclosureFest Foundation weekly global live stream. I'm going to hand things off to Michelle. I want to thank all of you light workers of the world, for being here today, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Adrian, and of course, Mikilani. Very inspirational, and I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, Jimmy. Well, thank you all for joining us. Jimmy Church, it's so neat to be able to feel like I'm side by side with Jimmy right now, and we've done a lot of events together. I also feel like we are holding a flame right now, really holding this peaceful time on the planet. And we're super excited to be able to join with all of our live listeners and anybody who sees this video after the live stream. Please share them, and please share the work of DisclosureFest. I also want to add a thank you to the behind the scenes workers, the DisclosureFest team, to Nilu, and to Colleen, our amazing graphic design artist that created all the cards for us. And just really stay in that place with all of you, thanking you for joining with us, and knowing that we're all in this together. Together we will all rise and get through this. Mikilani, are you still there? I don't
Yes.
see you on the screen.
I'm still here.
There you are. There you are. What I'd love for you to do right now, before I go into the meditation that I do on the dolphin boat, is I would love for you to share with our listeners and our viewers what it is you've been doing with your over 500 days of prayer for Mauna Kea and all sacred places on earth. Can you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. So for over 500 days, which what natives call creator, Hawaiians, we na'akua, nakupuna, na'amakua, and our kahiko ones, our ancient ones, has guided me to start just a live feed, which I never thought I would do, but I am. And I just listened to creator, something beyond my own human comprehension, and started the feed over 500 days ago. And on the feed, I've brought on different people on the feeds to come and share, one being my spiritual leader, Kumupua Case, to native people from the lands of what we call Mokohodu, or they call Turtle Island, which is the English translation. And so what it is we bring in all the different nations all across the world. It's not just about the First Nations people here on Turtle Island, but it's about also honoring the other nations, which we are all part of a nation. And we're all indigenous to our own ancestral homeland. And how do we unify? And for me, my saying is united in prayer, united in action. And so people have been coming onto the feed for over 500 days. Pretty much a lot of them been with me even over six years with me, but specifically started a live feed over 500. And when they come on, they let me know, Kayla, they let me know what nations they're living on or what nations they're part of. I have people from Asia, Africa, Europe, Polynesia, and of course here Turtle Island coming on. And what we do is I believe that as we come together as one, that we bring in our ancestors with us. And as a Hawaiian, we believe in the kini. This is the sign for kini, and the kini is the multitudes. So behind me, we believe there's 40,000 ancestors behind me, but behind each ancestor, there's 40,000. So when we come together collectively and we say, Mauna Kea is restored to her true splendor, Mauna Kea is restored to her true splendor, we see it, we manifest it, we speak it, we believe it together and set the intentions together. So I go through all the different things that I see is restored to its true splendor from all of us to our children. So that's what we do. And then whatever creator wants to speak through me that day about, I just bring it to the forefront. But then we always end with prayers, begin with prayers, and I do everything through my own traditions. So that's what I've been doing for over 500 days.
Thank you so much for doing that. I love that you are bringing in not just the ancestors, but so many people, and connecting all those points around Earth, and getting people into the heart space, into the space of really revering the sacredness of what this beautiful jewel of a planet holds for us, our mother Gaia, and what you're doing with coming into right alignment with yourself and with all people on the earth, helping us to remember that we are one human family. And I know that we invited you. You were at DisclosureFest last year on the summer solstice with us in our Star Ancestor space.
Yes.
And you led us in chants and prayers, and we had a lot of different nations that came together in that space. DisclosureFest had 20,000 people there last year, and the whole point of starting Disclosure Fest was for the mass meditation movement, because we do see that mass meditations are what are changing the vibration and frequency on earth into the space of heart-centeredness, into love for one another, love for our animal nations, and love for all life in every realm and dimension. And that has been the goal. Our founder, Adrian Valera, is an amazing, pure-hearted soul that brings all of us together at Los Angeles State Historic Park, which is a 32-acre park. And last year we had 16 stages. We did all this in one day, and people are just guided to go to whatever stage they want to go to, whether it's to see a musician or a performer, a speaker, to learn a new yoga practice, or to do art. You know, we have beautiful artists that work there that come and present. So this is what we've been doing at Disclosure Fest, at the mass meditation on the summer solstice every year. And like Jimmy said, we're planning on going ahead. I know that Adrian met with the State Parks Department, and they said, we still want you to plan for it because we think the people will need this after we come through this. This is temporary. This is not, things are changing as we see it. And it feels like it's time for change on the earth. So we want to look to what we want to bring in as far as that change goes. And Mikilani, on 4/4, which is Saturday, we have you coming in and getting us all in a very prayerful way, a prayerful state. We also have Chief Bill Lane, who is from Canada, and he is so involved with so many different organizations that are really bringing about change. He speaks a lot about the prophecies that talk about this time on earth, and what we're heading into is the 1,000 years of peace, the golden age, and we're ushering that in. Each one of us here on earth is ushering that in. And we also have Tina Calderon will be with us, and Mikilani, why don't you tell a little bit about Tina, since I met her through you? Can you give our watchers and our listeners a little bit of history about what Tina does and the lands that she's a part of, her ancestors?
Well, I'm going to start off with her because Disclosure Fest, first and foremost, is on the sacred lands of the Tongva people. Tongva is all of Los Angeles. That was once their home, the original people of the lands. And so with Elder Tina, and we make reference to her as Elder Tina, as well as her husband, Joe Calderon, and her daughter, Jessa, and her grandson, they're all Tongva as well as Chumash. Now, they're all ceremonial song keepers of their nations. And I think we all heard of Chumash, but we've never heard of Tongva. And so what they do is they're like me. We keep the prayers alive. We keep the intentions positive. We raise the vibrations, which what people used to bring did as First Nations people to all of our own lands, where we ancestrally all came from. And so that's what they do. They go and they come in and bring the prayers to ground people, just like what I'm doing. And we go into different spaces wherever our spirits lead us. And so Elder Tina does that. She and her family are the ceremonial chants. So she's been doing this for a while, and the Tongva Nation has unified with me for a while, and that's what I do is I go amongst many, many, many different tribes, nations across Turtle Island, unify with them and beyond, and learn about who they are. With them, I believe that's where the healing begins.
And thank you for that. She is such a beautiful woman, very lovely, very heart-centered, and she did our opening blessing last year on the Tongva lands, like you said, and she has agreed to come and do it again this year on June 20th, as well as this Saturday on 4/4. And we also have Jose Munoz coming in as well. He's a Mayan day keeper. Mikilani, before we before we go into the meditation that I'm going to do, which is about a 10-minute meditation, very watery, very mermaid-like, I'd like to invite you to do some more praying and chanting with us to keep the prayers and the chants going during this particular live stream. Will you do that for us?
Sure. Sure. So this chant, I'm going to actually share with you guys. This chant is, you know, it's a chant of being just grateful and being thankful, because during this time we need to walk in all the beauty and the gratefulness that Creator has us blessed with, from the mountains to the water to the elementals to the plant and animal family, because those are creation of Creator. So here we go. Ke aloha vale mai laka uae. Ka mauna o ka liu kuaha. I aloha me ka mahalo. Aloha, aloha, Ke aloha vale mai laka uae. Ka mauna o ka liu kuaha. I aloha me ka mahalo. Aloha, aloha,
Thank you so much for that, Mikilani. I think we are about ready to go into our meditation. And before we go into the sound healing portion of this live stream with Torkom Ji coming on in just about a half hour, I'm going to go ahead and do this meditation. Mikilani, I would like you to come back and do another prayer with us before we end. How does that sound?
Sounds beautiful.
Okay, so here we go. What I'm going to do is have Neil Gower from Portal to Ascension, who's running this whole show on Zoom. And this is new for us. DisclosureFest does everything live. And so what we're going to be doing is my meditation. Here we are on the live stream, but we're not used to doing it on the digital platform. So this is all a little bit new for me, but we're going to do our best. And I really invite you to drop into your heart center and just get relaxed. Trying to pair here. Okay. Thank you again for joining us here on the DisclosureFest live feed. This is a mermaid meditation that we do on our dolphin boat, Eric Rankin and I. I'm Michelle Anderson from Awakening Code Radio, and here's our mermaid meditation for the day. We are in a powerful and pivotal window of energy during this great awakening portal of time that is calling us forward to assist others in remembering our sacredness, as we are heralding in a true paradigm shift. During this auspicious time that feels like a galactic reset on every level, and in honor of all of our energies being combined, we invite the grace of our star families, as well as the angelic realm, to overlight us today. And we ask that the ancestors of each of our lands, the ascended masters and all beings of light from the realms of illumined truth, come forth now upon the rays of divine love, unity, wisdom, peace, harmony, and beauty. We align with the frequency of pure source essence And we ask the golden and rainbow dolphins and the whales, the wisdom keepers of our earth, to join with us in conscious awareness, to activate within us the inner knowing and remembrance of our sacred and eternal selves, that place within each of us that holds the original keys and codes to peace on earth, to radiant love flowing into and out of every living cell on our planet, and to the infinite supply of abundance for all. We align in intention to join with the many groups around the world who have come together to impart radical, positive change on our planet and hold the space of love and healing for all areas in need of transformation. We visualize, see, and feel all the waters in our bodies and on our earth flowing gently, abundantly, healthily, freely in their crystalline purity. We see Mother Gaia coming back into balance and harmony as we adjust to a new way of being. We see the cleansing of all karmic imprints, and we recall back all aspects of our divine selves. We see that through our intentions, thoughts, words, deeds, and actions, we can and we are raising the vibration on the planet, for all life on Earth and in the cosmos. The time is now to move forward in embodying the golden solar age and birthing new energies from the great central sun for our beloved Mother Earth and all life upon her. We are all stewards of the earth who embodied during this time for a unique and specific purpose. This divine mission before each of us is now activated in our consciousness. Do you feel it? Do you feel the dolphins and the whales working with you in your dreams? They speak to us and swim into our consciousness because they know it is up to each one of us to move into our own knowing that we are here to co-create heaven on earth. What is heaven on earth? It is the alignment of our outer temple with our inner temple, our hearts aligning with our minds. It is all that is living within our very essence. It is each one of us realizing we are one with every living thing. It is that merging of ourselves with all that is, in trust, truth, unity, harmony, and joy, and as love. Now please close your eyes if they're not already closed. Take a long, deep belly breath. Hold it and let it out slowly. Let's do that again. Breathing in deeply, filling your lungs and holding for a moment. Now releasing, feeling your shoulders and body completely relaxing and letting go of any stress or tension stored there. Feel the sand between your toes as you walk towards the shoreline of the ocean. Smell the salt air. Feel the waves lapping at your feet and step gracefully into the water. Feel yourselves effortlessly swimming out to the vast blue depths of our beautiful ocean here on Mother Earth. Floating freely, the sun is above you, warming your skin, and you feel such complete peace and total harmony within yourselves as you float there, feeling the water rock you from side to side. You are floating in the sea of bliss. No worries, no stress, no story, no past, no future. Only this present moment, suspended in a state of calm. Peace enfolds you. Love embraces you. You are safe and healthy, filled with vitality. You are a sacred vessel of pure consciousness. You are one with our divine creator and one with all life. You taste the purity of love surrounding you. You feel divinity living and breathing for you, with you, and as you. You see the dolphins swimming up to you and asking you to play. You hear the sound of mermaids swimming towards you. They sing their songs to help you remember your own true divinity. Each note they tone awakens something inside of you that may have been long forgotten. Each vibration is a caress to your heart, beckoning you to remember your own light. Each of you carries your own special tone and frequency that emits your love. You feel your heart begin to tingle and become warm. It feels as if your heart is opening and blossoming like a flower opening to the sun. You feel the overwhelming sensation of joy as the mermaids and the dolphins swim all around you. You realize you are one of them, and you begin to giggle and play with them. They show you how to use your fins and swim fast and free. Your entire body feels weightless and free as you swim towards the surface to break through and jump gleefully into the air. Oh, such a tickle in your tummy as you splash back down into the water, feeling such a sense of wonder and excitement, knowing that it is so simple to open your heart to the feelings of freedom, peace, unity, joy, health, harmony, and love. Completely trusting you are right where you need to be and everything is perfect. Now the whales come to you. Their presence is so ancient and vast, yet you feel completely calm as they emit the most pure and gentle vibrations to you. You can tangibly feel their love for you and our planet. They're your guardian angels on earth, showing you how to live in unity, peace, and freedom. They transmit to you to be gentle with yourselves, to forgive yourselves and others. To let go of fear, to let go of anger and stress, and all of those emotions that may be stored within the cells of your bodies. To be kind to all life because you are all life. They ask you to remember that you are love, and it is up to you to return to love and radiate that love out to all life in every dimension and realm. We know love heals all. Let's send our love and gratitude out to all of the waters on our planet, to all life living in the water, to all life living on land and in the air, to the children, the elders, and all of humanity, to the elemental realms who helped create this earth. Let's hold ourselves in love and compassion and see a golden ray of light pouring down through us as we continue to spread love to all life in every dimension, past, present, and future. Let's stay in this place of peace and love for a few moments. We begin to swim to the shore now. Everything feels so light, and we are healthy, happy, and free. We are actively working with a portal of peace for our world today. Let's leave all of our baggage behind and focus on our intentions, on what we wish to bring into our lives, for ourselves, our families, our communities, and the world we live in. What do you wish to co-create during this powerful time? Visualize it, feel it manifesting in form. Step into joy by celebrating life, celebrating love, and celebrating our soul's ever-evolving journey. When you're ready to come back, slowly open your eyes and wiggle your toes. Feel yourself back on the sand and grounded on Mother Earth. Give yourself a hug and go forth as love. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your service to all life. We're back. How was that? Did you all feel that meditation and really feel connected with the dolphins and the whales and the mermaids and the ocean? Feeling the waters of our body coming into a place of harmony and stilling us right now during this time on Earth where a lot of people are feeling unbalanced and feeling a little bit, you know, I think a lot of people are feeling a little nervous. And what we're doing and what we're aiming to do here is to bring us all back into that space of peace and love and calm. Mikilani, how was that? Did you meditate with us? Were you a mermaid with us? Uh-oh, I don't hear you. Are you muted?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. I hear you now.
Oh, okay. Beautiful. It was super beautiful. Just watching the dolphins, and sometimes I want to just say that sometimes having that visual of seeing the dolphins and putting yourself in that place of the dolphins to see their enjoyment. And can you imagine? They're enjoying this waters of free, clear, nothing in the ocean, really. So that was really beautiful, Michelle.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, I've noticed that whenever I watch dolphins, especially if I watch them filmed and live on my TV screen, I do feel some sort of a sonic activation. And I have read a little bit of information that they do place us in a place of more peaceful, calm. They emit that to us. And, dolphins use more of their brain than humans use. They definitely use more of their lungs. They use 100% of their lungs as conscious breathers. And I think that they're reminding us to really pay attention to our lungs, to the lungs of Mother Earth, and to be aware of our breath and practice conscious breathing. And they, like I said, they definitely put us in a place of peace and calm. And that has been something that has really helped me personally on this journey. We're all on a journey as we're going through this time. And a lot of people that are reaching out to me are asking me, how do you stay so calm? How are you doing it? And I feel that really getting okay with our connection to, as you say, creator, and I usually say source, our connection with source, strengthening that and knowing that all is in divine and perfect order. And this is just a particular moment in time that we're all being tasked to really find our true selves. That's why we titled this Remembering Your Sacredness, because we realize we're all sacred beings. And I know that in your work, you talk about that a lot.
Yes, I do. I talk about how everything is sacred. I talk about, the sacredness. There's a saying we say on the Mauna, from my spiritual leader, she says sacred Mauna, which Mauna means mountain, and sacred conduct. So with that, I added to that, which is sacred waters. And when you put all of that together, in the traditional ways of indigenous people from Hawaii and here on Turtle Island, we know we are a product of our sacred lands. And because our lands and our mountains and our waters are sacred, and we are more than 70% water, that makes us sacred. So yes, we do believe we are sacred beings.
Well, thank you so much for bringing us into that space. I know I'd actually like to invite Adrian to come on, and I don't know if he's not expecting me to invite him to come on, but he is the founder of DisclosureFest, and I would love for him to come on and share a few words about what we're talking about, because I know we have a little bit more time before we go into Torkom Ji, and you will have another prayer that you're going to be doing for us, right, Mikilani? Do you have another prayer and another chant?
Yes, I do.
Why don't we have you do that? And if he feels like coming back on with us before we introduce our sound healer, let's go to that. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic so that you can have a stronger signal.
So I get be. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, I can hear you. You just went a little bit wobbly for a moment. I know that Zoom is also having there's such a mass influx of people trying to communicate and be social through the comforts of our own homes and wherever we are on the planet. So you just glitched for a moment, but I can hear you.
Yes. Okay, great. So this chant, because I was raised in my tradition since I was born and raised in Hawaii, and right now I'm just maneuvering the planet, just going nation to nation. It's about all of us remembering to be thankful, even in the midst of whatever's happening in our world. I think even more so, we need to continuously walk with even more joy. Again, you've been saying it, everyone's been saying it, and everyone who's surrounded by me, we pretty much are people of setting our intentions really high about calling in what we want to see. So again, with that, always thanking something beyond our human comprehension, if you want to call creator, the source, supreme being, God, Akua, Allah, always thanking that source, because the source, the creator, has given us all these things that we should be grateful, because we still have each other. We still have our mountains and our waters, our elementals and our plant family. And they're a constant reminder of how grateful we should be. And like someone had said, it's taking the time. I think it was Jimmy who said, people are walking around being more grateful. So with this chant, again, just being grateful and thankful. When I go out to gather, this is a chant that I chant to say how thankful I am for what Creator has given me, so I may be blessed to eat or use as medicine. Ke lehi mai lau ka ulai ke kahi ke malama lama o ni haua malihi mali e pa ka inu wahila ke inu mahila na hala o na wei ke kai no na we kahala no puna kawahine no kalua no ikila we ai uai ke Elehi mai lau ka ulai ke kahi ke malama lama o ni ihaua malihi mali e pa ka inu wahila ke inu mahila na hala o na wei ke kai no na we kahala no puna kawahine, no kalua no ikilawe ai ua ike he ai.
You just bring me right into the heart center. Whenever I hear your Hawaiian chants, Kumu Mikilani, I am just so uplifted and I feel so peaceful. Thank you for bringing that to this live stream today. And I know you're going to be doing that again for us on this Saturday, 4/4, when it feels like the entire world will be praying on Saturday. We're inviting the entire world to pray on 4/4 Saturday. I had been scheduled to do an event called the Galactic Goddess event in Laguna Beach, and we've put that off until 8/8. But it will be in Laguna Beach with the Star Knowledge family, Chief Golden Light Eagle and Jen Berryhill and a whole team of people. So I just want to thank you so much, Mikilani, for being with us. And I'm really excited to talk about some of the other people who are coming on this week. To, you know, right after we go off in the next probably 10 minutes or so, we have Torkom Ji, who's doing a quantum harmonic sound healing activation. And I've had him on my Awakening Code radio show before. He's really brilliant, heart-centered musician, DJ. His mixes just really bring it and put us in that state that we're keeping people thinking about staying in that state of peace and calm. And tomorrow we have Shiva, Return to Sound. She's going to do a meditative experience with Jimmy Church hosting her at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, April 1st. And then Zat Baraka is doing the Deep Masculine Men's Work at 3 p.m. tomorrow on April 1st. We have so many incredible artists and performers. We have Lava and Free Soul doing a meditation, and their conscious hip hop. They're doing that on April 7th. And then Amanda Sage on April 7th. She's an incredible artist. She does very visionary art, and she will be doing a vision and training art workshop. And we've got Jay Brave and Adam Apollo, and just Kiyoshi is doing a performance. Dea Dova is doing a performance. Who else do we have? Oh my gosh, Porangi and Ashley. They were at DisclosureFest. I don't know if you saw them, Kumu Mikilani, but they bring it. Oh my gosh, very sacred with the didgeridoo mixed with their the way that he mixes things. He uses a lot of different instruments. So we're excited to have Porangi twice. We'll actually have Porangi and Ashley on Wednesday, the 29th. And I know there's one other day. I'm trying to find it on the schedule here, and I'm not seeing it. We also have another brother that I just love, Elijah Ray. He'll be doing his live performance on Wednesday, April 15th. And Robin Martin is doing yoga that day as well. And we've even got acro yoga. Doesn't that sound fun to see somebody doing, what is acro yoga? You know, we're actually getting to have this time to be in school a little bit, to learn more about things and stretch outside of what we may have known from before. But I'm really excited that we're bringing so many people in. Dea Dova is her performances are really ethereal. She's from Australia. She does a lot of this kind of work that you're doing with the prayers and the chants, in terms of, she does grid work around this. So she goes to meridian points on the planet, singing with her tones and her voice. And she's gone all over. And of course, she's at home in Australia now, but she's agreed to get up early and do our live stream with us. And she'll be doing that on Wednesday, the 22nd, which is a 4/4/4 day as well. You get that? Wednesday, yes. 4/22 is a 4/4/4 day as well. So So we'll have that going on. We've got our founder, Adrian, I guess he's not going to come on with us just yet today, but Adrian Valera, the founder of DisclosureFest, the Mass Meditation Initiative, he'll be doing his Mass Meditation Initiative on Wednesday, May 6th with Gabriel Logan Braun, and Jimmy Church will be hosting that. And then right after, for the sound healing portion, we'll have the Sonic Divas coming on. So a lot of really good stuff. I'm really uplifted by all the different people and all the different cultures coming together. Do you feel that as well? All the different cultures realize
and
we're one human family.
It's beautiful because I love what we say on the Mauna, on Mauna Kea, you know, no matter what, if anything, the Mauna brought us together, the unity, which is we call Lokahi. And to see everyone, many of us are not going out, so the earth is healing, the water is healing, everything is healing because we need to stay home, which is a beautiful thing. And then while people are home, everyone's getting more creative and putting out positive vibes. I've been seeing so many people on Facebook and Instagram, you know, from musicians to people who just all of a sudden say, you know what, I'm not a musician, but I'm going to pick up my instrument and I'm going to send this positive prayers. So that's what the world has been needing. So this is a really beautiful thing.
Well, thank you so much, Mikilani. I love that all the wisdom that you share and the prayers you share. You've really uplifted me today, and I'm sure you've uplifted all of our watchers and our listeners. And if you didn't catch the live stream, I'm sure they can join back in with us whenever they see this floating around. Please share it and join with us again tomorrow on Wednesday, same time at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And we're going to go into the next portion of this live stream with Torkom Ji doing his quantum harmonic sound healing activation. Thank you so much, Mikilani. I'll see you soon. Do we have Torkom Ji?
Oh. Can you hear me?
I see. There you are. Hi, Torkom. It's so great to see you.
See you as well.
Welcome. I'm so excited that you're going to do this sound healing for us for the next hour.
It's my absolute pleasure, and I'm grateful to be here with all of you, to be here with you, Michelle, and everyone tuning in. I, just like everyone else, you know, just adjusting to this new paradigm, this new reality that we're all, you know, every day we wake up and yeah, it's still a thing. We're still here. And that's the beauty of humanity, is we're resilient and we adapt. But with that said, you know, I've lost so many opportunities and performances and all the same story as everyone we pretty much know at this point. So it's been great to see how the transition to transmitting these frequencies, these meditations from home, has been so well received. And also it's such, there's never been more of a time when it just makes sense. We don't have to be alone during this process. And I really like, a friend of mine mentioned, she goes, could we just please rename social distancing to physical distancing? And I think that's a great point. We need to still connect socially. We need to still socialize. And in my regard, I think the highest, the most intimate connection and most important one is the one with the self, really. Mm-hmm. And therefore, that's what I'm here to do today, I guess, is help facilitate that for viewers, for myself, for the planet, just the space of sound, tranquility and peace. Just dive in, really, reconnect, balance, and we don't always have to have the answers, but we could be willing to receive whatever it is that the answers could or would be as they arise naturally from us, instead of trying to find them and force them.
Mm-hmm. I really appreciate your perspective, Torkom. It solidifies what I think so many of us are feeling, and gives us that opportunity to go into that space, to go inward, and to realize that we're not social distancing. I saw the same thing. Michael Franti did something with his wife and talked about, we're physical distancing, but we're socially connecting. And I love that. I'm so excited that you're going to bring us even deeper into our connection with your sound healing today. So
yes,
with that,
the beauty of that is, just to touch on that, is we don't have to be together in the same space, the shared meditation. That's the nature of the quantum collective field, isn't it? And so we get to actually tap in before the future comes in 10, 20 years, where we're all tapped into maybe on a more technological level. This is kind of the precursor where we can meditate in the same moment through the interwebs and still be organic, but use something like technology in order to have a shared collective magnified meditation, because every one of us is right here, right now in this together. And I want to just highlight the importance of the collective coming together in these ways for an intention. Same with the intent of the meditation coming up. So I'm sorry, Michelle, I'll turn it back over to you, and we're going to just begin in minutes. So.
Actually, I was just going to turn it over to you because it's time for you. But are you ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Checking with,
I did the meditation already in the first hour, and this is all you for the next hour. I'm going to really sink in now and bring myself into unity consciousness through
Michelle,
what you're going to bring.
So much for all of your work in general and for what you've done today. You're a great friend, dear friend of mine. I'm super grateful. Second, Adrian let me know about this opportunity. I was super interested, and then he said Michelle's going to be the host, and I said yes immediately. So with that said, I'll take the baton and I will start us on this little journey moving forward.
Okay, great. Thank you. I just love you so much, Torkom. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Be safe and have a great, wonderful rest of your Tuesday.
You as well. Big hugs.
Hugs. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you so much. My name is Torkom Ji, Torkomji. I want to thank you for being here from 3 to 4 p.m. as we kick off these DisclosureFest live stream meditations, activations, community gatherings. Let us first just close our eyes for a moment. If you want to get your headphones together, lie back, seated position, whatever is right for you. Preferably not your cell phone speaker or computer. If you have some nice speakers, nice headphones, this would be the time to plug those in. As we prepare for this sound frequency live stream meditation, let us just close our eyes for a moment, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out, centering our thoughts. This is an opportunity as we breathe naturally on our own to first just create that foundational set of space within us where anything and everything can happen. Deep breath in. As we exhale, calming the body, calming the brain. This is the first initiation, first steps into making a peaceful, healing space for yourself. Deep, regulated breaths. What is your intention for this hour ahead? Is the focus on anxiety? Is it on fulfillment? Is it on countering anxiety? I should say countering any of the thoughts or feelings that are naturally and organically arising from the human situation and the response to the world around us. Is it to fortify your field? Is it to open up more possibility, more expansion, to create more calm? Whatever it is you'd like as an intention for this next hour here together, go ahead and just bring that in to your being. All sounds will be performed in the moment in real time, and we'll create a collective meditative effect here together across the internet, across the planet, as we allow ourselves to really, really drop into such a deep, calm, expanded awareness from within our own self. We're going to go ahead and begin the sound meditation experience. So much, everyone, for tuning in. My name is Torkom Ji. I want to thank you all so much for bearing with us during those technical difficulties. We made it through. Michelle, are you here with me? How you doing?
Thank you, Torkom. Can you hear me? Yay!
Yeah.
Gosh, thank you. I feel like I just visited the celestial realms. That was really amazing. And I want to thank all of our live stream listeners for being patient with us. And Torkom, you did a phenomenal job of bringing us back into that place of peace and calm, even with technical difficulties. So we are going to be fixing those technical difficulties, and we thank you for your patience. We thank all of our sponsors. And we will return tomorrow on Wednesday, April 1st at 2 p.m. Pacific time with Shiva, return to sound meditative experience. And then 3 to 4, we have Zat Baraka. So again, Torkom, you are my hero. And I thank you so much for bringing that for us. Thank you to all of our listeners, all of our live streamers. And if you catch this later on, I hope you really tune into what that brought forward for all of us. Unity consciousness, this is the way through. See you tomorrow. Thank you again, Torkom.
Thank you. Stay safe, everyone. Stay safe, Michelle, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You as well.